To me, the project came about just really because the title was irresistible and because I didn't know how to do it. Francisco Nunez, who directs this fantastic chorus, Young People's Chorus, which in fact Fred's daughter sings in.
Yeah, sang it.
Sang it.
4, 5, 6 years.
Francisco's chorus had done a lot of my pieces before, and they've had a new radio project. I think it was called Radio Radiance with WNYC in New York. They are the chorus of WNYC in New York, and we had done some of my pieces on the radio before. And he came to me asking if I would be interested in this unusual radio project to write a piece for children's chorus, radio, and Foley artist. And of course, at the moment, I didn't want to look stupid, but I had no idea what a Foley artist was. So I had no idea, but I thought, hey, this is great. I want to do a piece for something I have no idea what it was. And I wanted to go through the meeting as long as I could without actually asking what a Foley artist was, in the hopes that he would tell me. But finally, he never did. So I said, what's a Foley artist? And he told me about sound effects, and he said they had this amazing guy from Prairie Home Companion, Fred, and would I like to do it? And I really had not a clue what it meant to write a piece for Foley artist, radio, and children's chorus, but I love his chorus, and I like the idea of taking on something that I didn't have the slightest idea what to do. So I said, let's have a meeting. And Fred over here is so incredibly busy that even setting up a meeting, takes months to do. But then the minute, Fred walked in and started talking, I still had no idea what it was, but I thought it would be a great project. So that was the idea, to write something for children's chorus, radio, for the opening of the brand new WNYC radio studios, and Foley artist, and then figure it out after that.
You should be a spokesmodel. Forget the composing. You're good. Spokesmodel.
I don't know how you come to it.
I'm really not sure.
Because you were in the conversation from the very first time they mentioned it.
I think they wanted something with sound.
Yeah.
I think the original idea was to have a choir where I'd be making sounds and stuff like that, which I do. But more interesting was getting a choir to do that. And I think that's where we started noodling ideas, and we thought about seasons.
Yeah,
right.
Seasons was a possibility.
Seasons, doing something very theoretical, but then it just stayed sort of theoretical. Do sounds, maybe going through Central Park, and you could hear, and a choir. That could be interesting. But then we thought, I guess I was on a bus ride, and I said, let's do a bus ride. There's just all this in conversations, and then you go through musical styles and people playing on the street. It's just interesting, just thick with sounds and rhythms, all these rhythms. And with a composer, that all that stuff, if you could compose and we could sort of make it seamless between sound effects and music, that would be interesting.